Hello again, everyone. This is Randy, your sewing machine man, and today we are looking at a Singer, the most famous Singer, the one that sells the most nowadays. This one, maybe not this particular model, but the commercial grade heavy duty. That whole genre is a real popular one because everybody goes for that. You know, that commercial grade heavy duty, that sounds like what everybody's after. You want to get a commercial grade heavy duty, you don't want to go down and buy a real industrial one and spend $2,000. So you don't believe that anybody, especially not the Singer company, would misrepresent, and any salesman who told you that it was made out of mostly metal, because they'll tell you that it's mostly metal. So you're thinking, well, I can't go wrong. Or you order it online and you read all the cool stuff and you're like, well, look at it. That looks like gunmetal there. That's got that real cool paint job on it. What does it look like? That looks like metal. Looks like steel. Well, it does. And it's got this stainless steel bed plate on it here. That's pretty impressive. And it's not until you buy it and try to treat it like a commercial grade heavy duty that you find out it's furthest from that. As a matter of fact, it's got so much plastic in it, the entire framework is plastic. It has no frame. There's no metal frame. No, it's got a metal frame. No, there is no metal frame. It's all plastic. Underneath there's a rubber drive belt run by plastic cogs and a needle plate that's so flimsy you can bend it with your bare hands. It's built, in my estimation, and this is my opinion based on observation of fact. I can show you what's metal. That's metal right there. They put this on here. That's really impressive. You look at that and you go, well, that's metal. It is. That's metal. Needle plate, that's a slide plate, that's metal. This, not really metal. And this that I showed you that looked like super duper steel, what is that? Is that metal? Nope, won't stick to that. Won't stick to it. That's not metal. That's a metal looking plastic. Of course, this one was having difficulties feeding the fabric, difficulty staying in time. It was, well, she was sewing on heavy stuff with it and using heavy thread because, you know, commercial grade, heavy duty. She's believing what they told her. And it was just having a fit. So let's just take a look underneath. So you don't have to take my word for it. You can just believe what you see. Look underneath. What do you see? A rubber belt. And I work on a lot of commercial machines and have for years. I've been in many factories. I've bought and sold thousands, not hundreds, thousands of industrial machines, because we used to buy them 100 at a time when the factories around Fort Worth were closing down and going offshore. We'd buy them literally 100 at a time and store them in warehouses and rebuild them. So I know a little bit about industrial machines. When I look at this, I go, well, wow, industrial, commercial grade. They say commercial grade, heavy duty. Well, you think this frame, what's this frame made out of? It's not metal. The magnet won't stick to anything here. Won't stick to anything at all because it's like this. Well, you can just break it with your bare hands. Look, there's a chunk of it. Nobody can do that with metal. That's just like a fiberboard with a real nice metal looking paint job on it. Now down here is the gear that broke. And this gear that broke, good grief, a chunk came out of it. Customer was working on it. She got a little carried away, but it's plastic. Let it go. Like so. Chunk just came out of it. That's your main timing gear. It drives this rubber belt that over here on the side drives the hook. So you can see it's got a chunk out of it. Good grief. That's not going to work. So this one's totaled. Commercial grade, don't think so. Heavy duty, not really, because it's all plastic. There's metal there on that. The centerpiece is metal. See, this will stick to metal, but that's just what this is glued onto. This timing gear here with all the teeth on it, it's just plastic, and it gave way. Maybe it was not poured in the mold properly. Maybe it had a crack going in, but it collapsed under the heavy weight of sewing on some vinyl. She was making some bags because people make bags, and she thought, well, this would be it. Well, she's looking for another machine. And there'll be no charge on this one because I can't hardly fix it because it's not fixable. It's going to be she might want to use it for a parts machine or a doorstop or an object lesson. But doggone it, people pay good money for these things, and they don't expect to be told something that isn't exactly fact. If somebody tells you something's heavy duty, there is no way to calculate heavy duty. You can't measure heavy duty. It's not a quantifiable commodity. Like if something's a foot long, you measure it 12 inches, it's a foot long, but there's no measurement for heavy duty. It's just a marketing term. Commercial grade. Well, that's like when Chevy says, like a rock. Well, I don't know what that is. But what you're getting nowadays is marketing, folks. Don't fall for the hype. Don't fall for the marketing. Find a machine, go in, sit down, and if you have something that's challenging to sew on, take it with you. Take the thread you're going to use. Take a 69, go get a small spool, Joann's, go get a small spool of 69 nylon and put it on there, and you'll find out that it won't go through the slide plate, or I won't go through the thread gap rather. And underneath the daggone needle plate, it's got these daggone cheesy little needle plates that you can bend. Let me show you. You can bend them with your bare hands. That's some pretty stout stuff, isn't it? But see that, I believe, yeah, that's metal. It's not good metal, but if that's your needle plate, good grief. Heavy duty? Maybe I'm heavy duty. Maybe I'm super duty heavy duty. Because I can bear that, I can bend it with my bare hands. And like I've said before, I'm not Superman. So when you buy these things, caveat emptor, Latin for buyer beware. Salesmen want to sell. Buyers want to buy. But a buyer's responsibility is to listen closely. Commercial grade means nothing. Heavy duty means nothing. Okay, you can't measure it. Go find a nice Conso 206RB. Go find an LU563 Juki. Go find a machine that's absolutely in a power stand. Even get a Sailrite. Sailrite makes some pretty good stuff. Take what you're going to sew on to where they're selling the thing, sit down and sew on it and go, this works. I'll take it. If you buy something like this blind over the internet, sure, you can send it back. But if you start sewing on it and you trash it, like this one's trashed, they might not take it back. It might get complicated. Buyer beware. Commercial grade, heavy duty, not really.